and welcome to Supernatural Spirit Magic School. I'm St. Nicholas, and today is the last day of 2019, and indeed the last day of the decade of the 2010s. So it's the 31st of December, New Year's Eve, and here I am at the graveyard. Really peaceful today. We've got no airplanes, that's good, and lots of birds around, but otherwise very, very quiet. So I thought that today was a good day to speak about the 2010s and some of the main events that went along there. And funny enough, I found kind of the background starting point for this process through Good Housekeeping magazine. Who would have thought? But I had got a nice little structure, so I'm going to use some of that and then put in some magical time points within their article. So that'll give us some context. And a bit of drizzle here, but I think we'll be okay with the filming. And Happy New Year to you all. So where do we start? Let's start in April 2010. The iPad first came out, and there have been over 350 million iPads sold since 2010. So iPad, a big change. The whole tablet computing, big change. In September 2010, Lady Gaga wore a meat dress to the VMA Awards. That was brilliant. I remember that. That was fantastic. And then March 11th, 2011, we had the Fukushima disaster with the reactor poisoning the Pacific, or the 3 reactors, I should say, poisoning the Pacific. Whole big drama. You will remember that one. That was a massive event. Then we had May 2011, everyone was planking, so everyone doing the plank. In July 2011 was the end of the Harry Potter series, like the original characters, with Deathly Hallows Part 2 finishing. And a massive event in 2012 was the galactic alignment change from the circular force, so the circular force, to the pulsar in and out force. That's a big deal. Then in summer 2012 we had the London Olympics, where Great Britain had an excellent medal haul. I believe it's their best, with 65 medals, gold medals, with 65 medals, 29 of them gold, 17 silver, and 19 of them bronze. Then in July 2012, Gangnam Style became the most watched video ever on YouTube with 1 billion views. That was a whole raging phenomena. And in 2012 as well, a busy year 2012, Marvel launched the first Avengers film, the film called The Avengers, where they all got together. And then July, August 2014, everyone was doing the ice bucket challenge, dropping the ice cubes on them. That was everywhere. Remember that? And then February 1st, 2015, you had the Super Bowl event, where the Seattle Seahawks were playing the New England Patriots, and Russell Wilson, from the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, was given the instruction at the dying seconds of the game, right next to scoring the touchdown, to throw the ball instead of give it to their running back to get the touchdown, because he was excellent. But instead, they threw the ball, got batted down, and that was that. And the Seattle Seahawks gifted the game to the New England Patriots. Then on February 25th, 2015, Madonna falls off the stage at the Brit Awards. Do you remember that one? I watched it live. Anton Deck was doing the presenting, blah blah blah, bigging up Madonna all through the show. She starts doing her thing, yanked off the stage because her toggle or the knot wouldn't come off of her cape, and bam, pulled down. Then on June 15th, in the United States, same-sex marriage became legal. So that was June 2015. And then in February 2016, Leonardo DiCaprio finally won an Oscar. And then in sporting events as well, in May 2016, Leicester City Football Club won the Premier League. There was exceptional odds, 5,000 to 1 against. And so at the beginning of the season, you could get these incredible odds. And during the season, Jamie Vardy became a global football star. And the bookies the UK bookies made their biggest loss, paying out £25 million on a single event when Leicester City won the Premier League. And then in July 2016, the world went crazy with Pokemon Go. Now, have you seen people play Pokemon Go? They run around the woods, the streets, middle of the parks, chasing these virtual creatures on their phones. So that's okay, that's normal behavior. But understanding that demons are all around you, that demons are locked onto you, and interdimensional entities and supernatural spirits exist, oh, that's, oh, don't know about that. So you can see the anomaly, but quite funny. Whoa, huge dog there. And in September 2016, November 2016, Trump was elected president. And then May to June 2017, everybody was playing with fidget spinners. Remember them? I still like them, they're quite fun. And on 22 May 2017, the Manchester bombing happened at the Ariana Grande concert. And in the States, there was a celestial event on August 2017 where there was a total solar eclipse all across the United States. That's quite fascinating. You see pictures of that online. And then on October 2018, the Banksy painting self-destructed, you know, the one that came down and he got shredded, like halfway shredded. And 2017, hashtag the Me Too movement also took off. And then in 2018, the Eurovision Song Contest, Netta from Israel won with the Toy song, which is quite funny. And then more recently, well, this year, April 15th, Notre Dame burns down. And also in April, we have the first photo of a black hole, which is all very interesting. And what else happens? Yep, and then this year, Boris Johnson became Prime Minister. And today, we have New Year's Eve in Australia, where the bushfire continues to rage. And the heat wave continues to rage all across Australia. So from an individual perspective, what has the 2010s really been about? It's been about the empowerment of the individual, the ability of that individual to get their voice across. So with over 2 billion iPhones sold over this decade, let alone all the other brands of smartphones and all the computers and all the webcams and all the GoPros, people have been able to express themselves using cloud computing, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and the other social media brands, some of which have come and gone. Fast-moving market. But people have been able to express themselves, and they almost all carry a phone around with them. And I see this continuing all through the next decade as well, because this communication is deemed important. But let's see. If we think about predictions, we know that with magic, with Supernatural Spirit Magic School, that the cat is now out of the bag. Magic is a real thing. It's been turned into a science by the Psi Lord Tim Rifat. And in addition, now we have the anti-aging technology. We know that we can live for decades and hundreds of years longer by using the anti-aging technology and all that methodology. So my prediction is that over the next decade, from 2020 through to 2029 and into 2030s, that carrying crystals, utilizing magic, utilizing the concepts of magic for de-aging will become more and more in vogue. And I think it's a great thing. And what do people want in life? They want to communicate clearly, because we sold loads of phones, but they also want to live longer and live healthier. And that's what Tim Rifat is providing with his anti-aging technology. So I think that there will be a continuation of that into the future. So this brings us to the end of 2019, and we'll do a small special event for all of you, and this especially for the Psi Lord. So cut. So here we have the King of Beers, and as a Happy New Year 2020 salutation to the Psi Lord and to all of you Tim Tony Stark Rifat's customers, those of you who are watching these videos, thanks for your time and many happy returns, and all the best for 2020. Cheers, and see you next year. Hello, I'm St. Nicholas here. I wanted to have a little fun and speak to you about something that appeared in today's Sun, last day of the year and decade, December 31st, 2019. And it's a little article about Cristiano Ronaldo. Now you will have known, you probably know recently if you're following the football, that he did an amazing jump and headed the ball into the goal to win the game recently. He leapt enormous distance up in the air for a superb header. I'm a big fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. And here you see, he's wearing some jewelry. And the best thing about this one is you can see that there is a potential mirroring effect. Now what do I mean by this? Well, here he is, his left hand, and look, yellow diamond. He is a fashion icon. So, here we have yellow diamond and Rolex. There we have yellow stone and Rolex. So you can see, potentially, degree of mirroring between Cristiano Ronaldo and St. Nicholas. I thought some of you might find that amusing. Happy New Year, and bye for now. Hello, I'm St. Nicholas, and you've been watching supernaturalspirit.org, the home of the Supernatural Spirit Magic Kit, and the location to learn everything you need to know about magic, all constructed by the epistolist Tim Tony Stark Rifat. Learn magic, learn power, learn total freedom with Tim Tony Stark Rifat and his supernatural.org magic school system. Bye for now.